Well, thanks for joining us on our Marshfield Broadcasting program on our council preview. I have Steve Barg, City Administrator, our Mayor, Lois Teestrick.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah. Well, we have a council meeting coming up on November 11th, which is Veterans Day, and we'll be talking about that. But we have a short agenda, but we have other things we're going to bring up in during this meeting.
Absolutely.
So why don't we kick it off right away? I think, are we going to go to staff updates? So is that what we want to do, or we want to go right into the proclamation?
I'll touch on staff updates. I'm liable to give a couple of updates on things that council members have brought up at past meetings, saying that they want addressed at future meetings. You know, when the council says that under items for future agendas, you know, some of them might be worthy of full agenda items. Others are just like, can we give an update? They want information, they want to know something. So I'll probably give a couple of responses to their request during staff updates, and then we'll move on to Lois, who I think has a special proclamation. All right.
Yes, good afternoon again, everyone. Tuesday is officially Veterans Day, November 11th. I will be doing a proclamation that morning at 11 o'clock on Veterans Parkway. It used to be a Veterans Park, which is downtown. Now they've moved it out to Veterans Parkway, where they have the Gold Star Mother, they have a stone out there, and they also have the Purple Heart stone there, plus all of those different service people. So you can see that as you come by. So if you want to be there and watch everything that's happening, come maybe about 10:45, 10 to 11. It's going to be a little chilly, so need to bundle up real warm. I'll be doing a proclamation, and we'll be celebrating, again, Veterans Day. And it's so neat that the veterans get together and they go to different, the nursing homes, and they go for dinner with different people. Then they have an actual celebration that night at the American Legion, a full-blown dinner to salute the veterans. So again, Veterans Day is so important, and I'm happy to see that it actually falls right on the day. So I'll be doing the proclamation during the meeting and actually that morning. So if you can't catch one, you can catch two, or you can catch both.
Yeah.
So it's all good, definitely.
It's so important to recognize the military people who've kept us safe over the years. And I know we have that great museum here in town that speaks specifically to Marshfield residents who've served in the various armed forces.
You're right.
Good stuff.
And that's open a few days of the week.
Correct,
Yeah,
very
wonderful.
neat,
Great walking through there. I love it.
Exactly. All right, so that's what's on tap. We do have a piece in the consent agenda we want to talk about, Board of Public Works. It's an additional RFP.
Yeah, this goes along with the projects we've been talking about for a while. We've got some big projects coming up. A couple of them are out there on Vine Avenue. One of them is going to be from 14th Street to 4th, and then the other one will take it from 4th up to 2nd. And I know some people have been talking about, well, why are they not all one project? But there's some technical reasons for that, I think largely based on the intersection of 4th and Vine, and that it works out as two separate projects. And then also we have the 4th Street on the east side as well, over by the fire station, from Maple over to Peach Avenue. So what we're doing here, Tom, is we have to get some temporary easements and some temporary land acquisition to do the project. Now, we can't really do this ourselves. That's the problem. We are responsible for the cost because the state of Wisconsin says, we'll pay 80% of the project cost, but you have to get the easements and that kind of thing. And we can't do that ourselves. We're not skilled at negotiating those kind of things with property owners. So we want to hire somebody to do that, a professional. This is a request to get someone on board to actually do real estate acquisition services. And as soon as we get the thing approved by the council, assuming that they're supportive, we'll get going, and they'll have until, I believe, December, I think I saw it a minute ago, December 5th or something. December 4th will be the last date for proposals. And then we'll pick somebody, and by the end of the year, we'll have somebody working on that for us to try and get the property, the temporary use of property that we need to do those big projects in 27 and 28.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you for that.
Yep.
And that just goes through the consent. And
Correct.
then we're going to get into our recommended actions. Hoping to hear from Dale Christensen, is that right?
Yeah, my understanding was it's a very good year. I mean, I don't know all the financials, and he's going to talk about the financial part too, but we had some really good weather for a change, right?
Definitely.
And 6 beautiful days, and I understand the attendance was pretty good. So we look forward to hearing from Dale. Council wants to know how things went. We want to be supportive of the fair and the fairgrounds. It's so important to the city of Marshfield. But I don't know if the mayor has anything to add, but I look forward to the report because I want to know that we're continuing to progress in terms of that great annual event.
Correct. And you will be surprised at the numbers you're going to see. And thank you everyone who attended once, twice, 3 times. The shows were all great. Just the fair. I think it rained like, what, 45 minutes on Sunday? That was it. So that was great. It was a big downpour. Everyone was wet, but you know what? They all came out shining. So again, thank you all who came to the fair, who even talked about it, and the entries. How much fun to walk through and see all the entries. I mean, I love that part about it. Oh my goodness sakes, yes.
And the volunteers who help out every year.
Oh my gosh, we had great volunteers just all the time. I mean, you couldn't go anywhere without somebody helping you and doing things. And just, and again, the Legion up to their stand, they did that last year already, maybe 2 years, and it's beautiful. So we're just really happy and thankful. And great food vendors. I had fun having a corn dog, which was really great. But anyway, So
Cool.
it was a great fair, definitely.
Cool.
We're lucky to have that here in
Absolutely.
We really are.
in our
yes.
town, right in the middle of it, really.
There's only
Right.
3 cities in Wisconsin that have a fair, and we're one of them. You know,
Yep.
it's a wonderful thing for the community and
Yes,
the entire
definitely.
area.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
So-
All right. So we'll hear a report or see if people are watching or come in person. Let's talk about some readings. First readings were last council meeting. There's some second readings.
Yeah, I'll probably keep it a little bit shorter now that we've been through one reading and didn't get a lot of concerns, but just to touch on them. The first one is involving the municipal court. For people who don't know, haven't heard this before, we have a municipal court here for smaller traffic violations and those kind of things. People don't have to go to Wisconsin Rapids. They don't have to go to anywhere else. They can get those cases heard right here. And we have a joint court, which means we're tied in with also the villages of Stratford and Spencer. Their tickets come here, so they don't have to go to Wausau or anywhere else either. But what we have here right now is bizarre, if I didn't mention it before. When we went to the joint court in 2015 and 2017, we had to rewrite the ordinance a little bit. And somehow accidentally, purely accidentally, we took out the phrase that required the judge to be a practicing attorney in Wisconsin. Well, we want the attorney or the judge to be someone who is practicing law, is licensed as an attorney in Wisconsin. We don't want somebody with no legal experience. So we want to get that back in. We're asking the villages of Stratford and Spencer to add it back into their ordinances as well. So it's all covered. Going forward, the person who's elected judge is going to have to be somebody who is a practicing attorney. And I don't think there were any comments or anything during the first hearing or first reading, so I expect that this will likely pass.
Okay. All right. That's just really a bookkeeping kind
Right.
of deal.
Housekeeping. Yeah.
Housekeeping.
Largely, yeah, it is. It's a correcting something that was accidentally omitted.
Okay.
Really.
Well, it's good to bring it up this way.
Correct.
It
Let
is, and I'm
people
glad it was caught. I have to give kudos to I think it was Missy herself, Melissa, who picked up on that and said we really ought to look at putting that back in, unless we did it intentionally, and we didn't do it intentionally.
Okay. All right. And then there's 2 more second readings, right? Did you want to touch base with those at all?
Real briefly again, the second reading of Ordinance 1537. The Plan Commission's been talking for a long time, as you know, Lois, about in the SR6 district, could we allow some more flexible types of housing? Right now it's only single family and what we call 2 flat, kind of one above the other, as opposed to duplex, and I know that's kind of confusing, right?
Correct, definitely, yes.
But we wanted to look at adding some things, so what we're trying to do is add twin homes, townhouses up to 4 units, and duplexes as permitted uses. In other words, we're trying to make for a variety of home types in that district. And the Plan Commission's been working on this one for
At least 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
We finally come to the resolution that and it's good because it gives more opportunity for people to build homes and the construction workers to bring some new stuff rather than just the same old. Yeah, so we're excited for that, and we all voted yes, and we're ready to go. Hopefully, council will just put a blessing on this, and we can move forward and make this happen.
Yeah, and if you look at where the district is located, in different parts of the city, it'll be a very appropriate place to have these
Definitely.
kind of different housing types. So we're excited.
Okay. I don't know if you can answer this, Steve, or not. A twin home? I've never heard of that.
Kind of a side by side where, in other words, the building is joined, but they're 2 separate
Different than
properties.
a duplex,
Correct.
right?
It's different than a
Yep.
duplex.
And a
There actually
duplex
is
is a
there
lot.
actually is a dividing line, if you will, a property line.
Okay. And that's kind of a little bit of the difference too, right? Those
Yep.
names? Okay.
Yep.
Correct.
Now, I'm trying to think where we see those in Marshall. I know that there's 4 of them going up out in the Denian property on 21st and Washington area.
Okay.
And they're very popular because you kind of have home ownership, and yet, it's a little bit smaller, but they're nice units. They really are.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that addresses that second reading. If that all goes, then it's in.
Yep.
Correct.
All right. And then was there another one here, Steve? Am I missing?
Yeah, what's called the small scale residential district, and this is trying to be really creative, and that's good. I think the mayor was alluding to this a minute ago. We want to be more creative. We want to be more flexible, right?
Correct.
And so with Lois and everybody else on the Plan Commission, they were very favorable to the idea that we create a special zoning area that would allow a mix of things, but it would have to be by approval of the zoning administrator. It would have to meet certain very specific criteria. And if the person who applied didn't get it, they could appeal to the Plan Commission for approval. But it's intended to be only in cases where you can show that it really fits in with the surrounding district. We don't want things that stand out like sore thumbs or anything like that. But it would allow things like a mix of housing types, some single, some family, some apartments and townhouses, if in fact you can demonstrate that you meet the criteria for being compatible with the adjacent land uses.
Okay.
So
And that's a second reading as well.
also a second reading, and I don't think there were a lot of comments on the first reading in that one either.
No,
If I
absolutely.
think back.
Okay. All right. So those are all the readings that are coming back for a second reading.
Yep.
Then we move into, this is a new item, approved transfer of a property in Yellowstone Industrial Park, and this has to do with the utilities.
Yeah, Marshall Utilities is obviously part of a bigger consortium needing to be talking about buying power for this area. You know, it's called the Great Lakes Consortium, and they are always looking for more opportunities to generate more power. Now, this will fit with the city's goal too, because we're trying to get people to come to our new certified site, that 123 acres of land we have for industrial growth. And one of the things we've heard, Tom, when we've been getting referrals coming, through the WEDAC, is people are looking sometimes for more power than we can provide. They'll say, look, can you accommodate this much water use? Are you near a highway? Yeah, we're near Highway 10. What about this? What about this? And then it'll say we need so many, whatever, of power. And we look at ourselves and go,
Oh, we only have.
we can't generate that.
Right, right.
We don't have the capacity. So what I'm being told by the WEDAC representative from this area is, if you want to be in the game for those larger customers, you've got to be able to have more power. So there's a benefit to us, but there's also benefit to the area of Wisconsin in general. And I think we all know that being able to meet the power needs of our communities is very important.
Absolutely. It's
So-
going to be a great marriage.
So
Definitely.
yeah, so they're looking at getting being able to use a piece of property in the industrial park and build a nice facility. There's a lot to be worked out, but they're trying to see whether or not the council, at least conceptually, is okay with this before we drill down to more of the details.
Okay. And that, when you say Yellowstone, that doesn't mean certified site, right?
Well,
that's
it actually
could.
is.
It actually is in the certified site. Yep.
Yellowstone
Yeah.
encompasses the certified site, but also encompasses the old part of the park.
Oh.
We have the older part, and now the new 123 has been incorporated. We call it all Yellowstone.
Would this be in that thing, then this?
Be in the
or-
It's right in the
certified site.
certified
It
site.
would be
It's certified
right in
site.
Yep.
Okay, but it, only 15 acres. That's
Right.
certified
15
site
out of
is
120.
100 and some-
Correct.
yeah,
About
not a lot.
123. It won't
No.
Right.
But what a
No,
great
and no,
place,
But
right?
it's exactly, it's just
Yeah.
going to make it, and more people are going to come up because, like Steve said, power, power, power.
right there.
So
Right.
we're in a good
Okay.
place. You definitely.
Okay,
But,
and go
but the
ahead,
mayor and
Steve.
the council will do their due diligence along with staff. In other words, we want to make sure, could noise be a problem? What will it look and feel like?
Right.
Will it be one of those things where you don't want to build your company next to them because it's going to be loud? And all indications are it's not going to be noisy or dirty or anything like that.
Correct.
So we're very interested in hearing more.
So we do have another generator at
We
the
have- yep.
wastewater treatment
We
plant,
do.
right? And that's used at times?
Yeah,
Thank
it's used obviously when we need it, when we have peak issues going on, and
Okay.
I'm not sure how much use it gets during the year, but it's available for those kind of
Yeah.
critical incidents. Yeah.
Yeah. You're from Marshfield, right, Lois?
Stratford originally, but
But
Marsh-
do you
yeah.
remember the original?
Oh, absolutely, down by the
Plant-
park. Oh,
yeah.
I love that. That was the neatest looking
See, I had
ever.
never
yeah.
seen it. I
Looked
don't-
like big
I wasn't
monsters.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like
But they were cool monsters.
cool
kind of
monsters,
like
yeah,
the
cool
paper
monsters.
mill
Correct.
stacks,
correct.
right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
The big metal. I mean.
Yeah,
whatever.
the-
Yep.
the
one- yeah.
coal plant, right?
Right,
Okay.
right. Yep, yeah, that was
That's
down by
cool.
where Vandy Hay Waters is in that general
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
Just yeah, that was cool. We always went to the zoo park. We had to go by that too
Okay.
because it was just cool. You know,
Nice. You gotta
something
do that.
different than whatever you
Yep.
see.
Right,
yeah.
you don't see that
Gotta do that.
anymore.
Nope.
Okay, well, there's that piece. We still have more things here. I'm moving my pages. Weinbrenner, what's up with that?
Well, as we tape this right now, we are nearing the deadline for responses to our RFQ, request for qualifications. Again, what that means is we're not looking for companies to make a proposal saying, well, I want to build 55 units of housing, and here's the prices, and I also want to put a gift shop in. We're not there. We're at the point now we want companies that are interested in redeveloping that building to come forth and say, look, here's who I am, here's who we are. We've done work in Minneapolis and Chicago. Here's the kind of projects we've done. Here's the key people you'd be working with if you pick us. Here's their skills. Here's their resumes. Here's how we do projects. Here's our approach to working with communities to get deals done. So we're looking for people companies to submit those, and then our goal is, we've been talking recently about a committee or a team, if you will, getting together, includes Lois and many others, to review the proposals and then to do interviews of those companies. But as I can't really talk right now because we haven't hit the deadline. But I want to give an update on what we're hearing, what we're seeing, and by Tuesday night the deadline will have passed, so I can give them more of a detailed report in terms of what we received from the development community.
And you might be able to do that under your, in this
I'm
agenda.
going to do it.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
not at the your staff update.
No, I'm going to do it. I made it
Yeah, whole
an
agenda
agenda item by
Yeah,
itself.
yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right, sounds good. You'll know more then, and we'll wait to hear that on Tuesday.
Yep.
Anything else on that agenda?
We have
right
one
now?
closed item, and no, I don't think so. We have one closed item, and maybe there'll be a second one, but I really can't
Yeah, I understand.
really say anything about either one. Well, sometimes I can. Sometimes I can give a
Sometimes.
high-level view of what we're talking
Right.
about, but I
But
can't at this
nothing
moment.
right now available to chat about,
Nope.
and
Pretty light.
pretty light. But you know, there's still some things in here you never know that it could
Absolutely.
take some time to discuss, or it can
Correct.
go done in 20 minutes.
Yep.
We'll kind of see where it goes, and come down on
Yeah.
our meeting 6 o'clock on Tuesday in person. I know you'd like to see more people come.
Yes, I do. I
Yeah.
love that.
So
It's
it's
always
nice to
good,
have
always
people,
good.
or we want them to watch
that's
as
good.
well, but they can engage that way as they can't get down here. But
Correct.
Or call or email. We want to know what you're
Yep.
thinking.
Yep. If you have a comment or you want to make a citizen comment and you don't want to be here, just email somebody from the office and we'll make sure we get it on, and it's all good.
We'll share it with them.
Yes.
that
yep.
is really important to know.
Yes,
that.
and I'm very excited. Thank you, the people that have come and actually made
Absolutely.
citizen comments, because
Absolutely.
that really does help us to help you.
Oh yeah.
Well, and if I can add a reminder on that, sometimes people come to citizen comments and they're like, I walked away and they didn't tell me, are they going to help me? You got to know up front, you read it every time.
Right,
We cannot interact with you at the time, but we take it under advisement. And oftentimes, we've done stuff because of that. We've put future agenda items. I remember the gentleman brought up not too long ago that the airport was being broken into again.
Yep.
Vandalism.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
on the threshold of taking it down
Yep.
after some public safety training. So we hear you loud and clear.
Absolutely.
We
Absolutely.
do, and the council can make that in their decisions coming
Correct.
up
Correct.
afterwards.
Yep.
Very
It may
true.
make a difference. So it may not happen right away, but it
Right.
does. It could happen.
It's there.
They're taking it to heart.
definitely.
Otherwise, you wouldn't know. All right, we have more time. We don't want to lose that time. There's quite a few things happening, and the holidays are coming up as we know it.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have.
Well, actually, first, Tom, let's talk about a meeting we had a couple weeks
Okay,
ago with
sure.
Main Street Marshfield
Yeah,
and the
bring that-
downtown people. Steve and I both attended. Steve was one of the big guys up in the chair.
What a great name
And it
for
was great. Yeah,
I
definitely.
sat up there.
He sat up in the front.
sat
and
up there.
He was one of the, not a facilitator, that was a
think
Main
they called
Street
it-
person, and you were one of the guest speakers.
Yeah.
How's that? Yes. And the crowd, actually, we had a pretty good turnout.
did.
And first off, I really want to thank Edie and her crew for allowing us to use
Oh, yeah.
the Chestnut Center.
Very
Because
kind.
you know what, we had to find a venue big enough. Oh, sure, it was a little bit echoey, but you know what? We made it happen. It was
Yep.
all good. Yeah, and we got a lot of really good comments. People saying what they really needed for downtown, and and the new Carter Howe, who's the new director for Main Street, was basically there to just kind of oversee things for his first meeting, and I'm thinking already he's getting some feedback and some good stuff going on. And yeah, the 4 guests we had up in front, they all contributed things to the meeting, which really made it that much better, so that the downtown people could understand some of the things that were going on, which I thought was very good. Yeah, because again, if you don't come to meetings, you wouldn't know.
No, and if I can add to that, I mean, the comments were very good, and everybody might see things a little bit differently, what they want, but everybody was there for the betterment of downtown
Correct.
because they want to see it grow, prosper, continue to be vibrant, and they all had ideas worth talking about.
Yeah, definitely, and things were brought up, and we were able to address some of those
Correct.
with those
Yeah.
people, and I think that helped a lot. And hopefully, they have more town halls.
Yes, we hope so.
Yeah, I
that
think
would
it's-
be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've done this before, and it's a very good thing when they do it. A lot of good input coming from that.
Very much, and if anybody does
So-
want to watch it, I filmed it,
Okay.
Yep.
and it's on the channel Marshfield Now, and they can tune in and watch it at any time, and we'll get that out again in a newsletter. Is my plan.
It's often said that no matter how good your community is, if you don't have a vibrant downtown,
That's-
it's
yep.
kind of like a hole in the donut kind of thing, a void.
Yep.
And I'm glad that we have so many people working very hard to
Correct.
make this the beautiful downtown that it is.
Yeah, I always noticed that about Marshfield. Well, before I was here, always had that feel of a real
Yes,
downtown.
absolutely.
Isn't it?
Love it. Yep, we're very proud of that.
Yep.
Some downtowns are crumbling.
Yeah, and well,
Right.
we're lucky we have a main street that goes through it. That makes a
Definitely,
big difference.
definitely.
Some,
Nope,
Very
they
true.
don't have that.
so we use it to our advantage, and I think that's really good.
Correct.
do.
So, all
So
right.
exciting. Next weekend
Yeah.
is Alpine Holiday,
Yeah.
which is going to be Friday and Saturday, of course, at Columbus. Saturday morning will be the Ugly Sweater 5K run, walk. You could bring your doggies, you could bring your strollers with your, whatever works well. And I wish I had the agenda right in front of me to kind of tell you what's going to happen. If you've been there before, you kind of have an idea. They have live music on Friday, they have music on Saturday, they have dancing, they have all kinds of stuff. They have dinner Friday, fish fry. They have a pork dinner on Saturday. Of course, they have the Snowflake Cafe where you can buy all kinds of fun stuff if you don't want an actual sit-down dinner. And they have basket raffles. They have rooms with all kinds of different crafts. I mean, it's just a really neat weekend just to get there and to share things. Of course, they sell tickets for the big raffle, which the winner will have a $10,000. So if you want a chance to win that and help out the community, the Columbus, give it a whirl, see what happens. And I'm sure you could just call there and they'll be able to set you up with something. So yeah, so next weekend, again, is Alpine Holiday. They've been going on for, oh boy,
I think
it's been,
close to 39 or 40 years.
I
think.
would say, yeah, it's got to be very close,
Yeah.
if not, yeah. I'm not sure how much you're going to use the new gym with that. I
Little
haven't
bit.
heard. A little bit?
Just
Okay.
the craft show.
Okay. Oh.
So they are going to move the crafts partially. They're going to close
Oh.
off where they used to do it beyond the bathrooms in the back.
Okay.
That's not going to be used towards the, I don't think they call it STEM, but the newer section they
Oh,
put
okay.
on.
Right.
That won't be open, but it'll
Okay.
move now into that new
Oh,
the
great.
crafts. So it'll be
Well,
really,
good, yeah.
which there's
Excellent.
more vendors.
More
good.
vendors,
Very
yes,
good.
yes. And brand new. So if you haven't seen the new venue at Columbus, this is another good thing
Good
to
opportunity.
check it out.
Exactly.
And it's just really, yeah, we are so proud of what happens in our city. And again, 40 years, wow, how cool is that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, sirree.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to get my ugly sweater out.
No, me
so-
neither. Mine's going to stay
You have
tucked
one?
right in the, yeah.
I do.
I have a couple.
Yeah. You want to bring one out? Don't we do that here at the city?
I think we
I
did.
think we did
yeah.
one time,
Yeah,
didn't we?
yeah, we
Yeah,
had it
yeah.
on
One
the summer
time.
contest.
Maybe we'll
yeah,
have to bring
yep.
that out again.
What a great gimmick a person came up with years ago.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
Definitely.
Yep,
yes.
it works. So that's our 80s sweaters. How about that?
Right, right. And also the Crystal Apple Awards. If you if you want to nominate somebody, it's real simple. You can do it right online through Mackie. You could just get a hold of them, Marshall Area Chamber of Commerce, and they can help you walk through what you need. Or you can look on their Facebook page and help out with that. The cutoff date is November 14th. So you don't have a whole lot of time, but you can nominate any teacher that you want, or a teacher's helper, or anybody. I mean,
Cool.
it's gotten even bigger. So this is really exciting, I think. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yep.
And then, of course, well, this is not going to happen until after the next council meeting, but just to remind everybody, the Turkey Trot, which will be on Thanksgiving morning out at the high school. It's put on by Festival Foods and all kinds of other organizations. We'll all be there doing our thing. And just, again, they have a dog race, so you can bring your doggies because they have a special thing just for dogs. They have actually, they have the first part of the race, which is time for people that actually are serious about racing. So this is a pretty big deal because some people actually, tag their races and then
Oh,
they put them
wow.
into a little booklet. And then they know how many races they've done and how much time
Wow.
they've got.
Cool.
So they start first, and then I call them the regular people go second, and then the doggies go third. And I stand back and wave at everybody because that works good for me. Yeah, it's really a neat time.
Nice.
And then the race is over. Whoever's in the race gets a free pie.
Sweet.
And you'll get a
Very
T-shirt.
sweet.
And if you're outside, I get to wear a hat too. I get to sing the national anthem.
Oh,
So
nice.
come on out and just enjoy the morning. Just even nothing else. If you don't want to run or walk, support. Like everything in Marshfield. If you don't want to walk in the Ugly Sweater Contest, stand in a corner, you see the route, and clap, cheer for the people. That's cool. That gives them that little extra boom, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
Yep.
It's really cool that you get to use your musical talent in town as often as you do with the national anthem.
It
Oh,
works
cool.
well, yes, definitely.
Whether it's at chaparrals or any number of things, actually.
Right, yep. Yes, sirree.
All right.
Yes,
A
indeed.
lot of things. Well, let's talk about the public hearing, which is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving?
Yeah, Tuesday the 25th of November, be a chance for the public to weigh in. Again, not that you can't weigh in at any time.
Correct.
If you're seeing this program and you're thinking, you know what, I'd like to see us spend more on the roads or whatever it is, please tell us. Get a hold
Absolutely.
of the mayor, the council, send it to me, whatever. But special time on the 25th at the very beginning of the meeting, public hearing. If you want to take a look at the budget, it's available here at City Hall. You can find it online, I believe, at least the initially recommended budget. there weren't a lot of changes made really to the initially recommended budget this year by the council. Very thoughtful conversations, but only a few things were modified. And then later on in that meeting, the council will have an opportunity to vote for the 2026 budget. And they may make changes. If they hear something right from you at the podium and they're thinking, yeah, we should put another $10,000 toward that, they can do that. We oftentimes don't get a lot of input, but when we do, people take it to heart, as we said earlier. So that will be coming up on the 25th of November.
Okay, and this is the piece
Yeah.
that they can see if they go up front during hours of
Correct.
City Hall,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So I believe this will be up there. Ask one of the people up there that are, and they will provide that for anyone to look at if they want. So,
Yeah, and this is a lot of it is your money, obviously, right?
Right.
You know, it's all your money, but I mean,
Right.
from I mean, you're the taxpayers, but you know, about 45% of the I think more like 50% actually of the city budget comes from property taxes that property owners pay here in the city. The rest comes from state aid and stuff. But learn where it comes from. Learn how we use it, and you know what we do to make the community better. And give us your ideas if you have thoughts of your own.
Okay, well, and then the holidays are coming up. You'll sometime providing those dates that move up our meetings, at least the one over
Yeah.
Christmas time.
What
we
we-
haven't done that yet. but
What
that'll
we
happen.
really do is the fourth Tuesday would be a council meeting, but it typically comes out to be the 23rd, 24th, 25th. And I don't blame the council for not wanting to get
Nope,
together.
nope.
Hey, it's Christmas Eve. Come to the council
Correct,
meeting.
correct. Yeah, okay, yeah.
What? But so oftentimes it'll be like the 16th or 17th or something. But we oftentimes put all the meetings together. So it'd be like judiciary, license, finance, budget, and personnel, Board of Public Works Council, or Plan Commission, and we do that as kind of a one-stop shopping because then we don't have a meeting for 3 months. 3 months. Sorry.
We can only wish.
We're dreaming, right? We're all dreaming.
Yeah.
3 weeks until early January, and that way we avoid the holidays. People don't really want to come to meetings during the
Correct.
holidays, including the public.
Right, you don't want to have
you
to
wanna-
sit and watch those. You want to
Yeah.
watch your specials or whatever.
Right.
I also forgot to
Go ahead.
join with everybody. Please, the 20th, come to the holiday parade,
Oh,
which
yeah,
will be
yes,
downtown
yes,
again,
yes.
from 2nd Street down to 9th Street. The streets are generally full of people. It's just, it's very cool to watch. Myself and Jim Freund, we're going to be the moderators again for
cool.
the parade, and it's just so much fun to watch. All the floats, all the kids, just all the people, the joy that it brings. Yeah, so if
It
you
really
haven't
does.
got your float in yet, Main Street's where you need to find that. But anyway, one more little shout out. Actually, it's a big shout out to the communications department. They're starting a new way to make their communications come together. Hopefully, we have some time next meeting to talk a little bit about that because they have upgraded and updated, which we're not surprised because look who they are.
Yeah.
We're trying. to.
Right, Tom?
Yep,
Definitely.
we try to give as much information as we
Yep,
can.
and we are
That's
we're
allowed.
so thankful for
Yep.
that.
And last thing, Nikki is going to be the tree lighting too at Wenzel Plaza just after the parade. I think
cool.
you walk over there real quick after
Yes.
Mrs. Claus and
Correct. Yep.
Santa. They go over there later. So
Right. Yep.
Very
and then we'll
cool.
do a little tree lighting.
Yep.
And we'll sing a little carol.
Yep.
And yep, it's neat.
Pretty neat.
Definitely.
Wonderful.
Yes.
All right.
Very cool.
Well, we're out of time here. Excuse me. And we'll be back again like we always have and talk about the next council agendas.
Sounds good.
See you then.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching us
everyone.
here.